North Coast, if you're into remote, beautiful destinations, it's pretty awesome. But you also have to sort of respect the remoteness and the weather and be prepared for it and make good judgment calls. So that's why we have a couple options on the table. Excited about this trip?
Yes. Destination unknown.
Again.
Again.
And what did I nickname you yesterday? Plan B?
Plan B.
What's your new name?
We did have a destination set for the first time, just like this one, but you have to respect Mother Nature. Like most things were packed well because there was not a flurry of breaking dishes when we rolled out the sail.
That's good. That's always a nice surprise.
That was a good surprise. So how's the excitement of the past hour?
Pretty exciting. We've been fighting this wind that's really all over the place. But we're doing 7 knots right now. This is what I mean about the wind. It's really squirrely in here. And we managed to break the Dodger, which, that's okay. I'm gonna have a battle scar trip. And it's just a window. We'll fix it. But the main thing is we're having fun, and we're moving along. 7.2 knots now, 7.3. And we're going a lot faster than we were motoring. And we just have the head sail out. But there's a lot of confused water here. It's like 3 different passages meeting in one spot. And it creates a lot of confusion with the water. It's flattened out now. We're in between a couple islands. And we have a nice beam reach almost. Yeah, almost a beam reach right now. Doing 5 knots. And the water's flat and we're almost at our destination for tonight. not our final destination, which is the top of Banks Island. We'll stay there the night and see what the weather's doing in the morning, because tomorrow will be a big crossing if we do it, and that's called the HECATE STRAIT. It's a notorious body of water in this large ocean, and it's so deadly because it's so shallow, and the winds can be vicious, which create even more vicious sea conditions with the shallow water.
First day, day one, Saturday. Weather started out a lot nicer than anticipated, and it got a bit rough towards the end of the day, but it's so great to be back on the north coast and be out on the water.
When you're coming in on the chart, it looks so narrow and tiny in here, and it isn't really big, but my biggest concern was, do we come in here and it's flat water but really exposed to the wind? And it isn't. It's the odd little gust comes through, but it's very nice. So I recommend this as a spot to stop if you're waiting to cross the HECATE. And we still don't know 100% for sure if we're going to be able to. The HECATE STRAIT is not a body of water you want to take chances with. What you doing?
Fixing window number 4 today.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I saw that rope hit it, and
Good thing we brought duct tape.
yeah. I guess the windows are just getting too old. I replaced them like 4 years ago, and that's strata glass, like I mentioned.
And
So
it's beautiful to see out of.
Yeah, but I guess just over the years it's gotten brittle.
Do you know what that means? It means that there's a lot of sunshine and things to to make them brittle.
Oh, maybe that's why.
I think so.
I never had this problem down south.
Never had this one down south. You needed to come to river it.
Yeah.
So we're taping the inside and the outside so that no water gets in, and it's probably better to. We're trying at least to tape them now before any storm comes.
I'm going to look at the other one here. So here's the broken strata glass on the port side of the Dodger. You can barely notice it.
Yep.
I almost didn't even see it there. Well, at least it's stopping the water from coming in. And I'll just have to get those fixed when we get back.
Forecast for HECATE STRAIT, northern half, gale warning in effect. Winds southeast 25 to 35 knots, becoming southeast 20 to 30 this afternoon, then becoming southeast 25 to 35 Monday afternoon.
The forecast is not getting better for the HECATE, and it was pouring rain this morning. Well, it sounded like it was. It always sounds worse inside the boat. But it was pretty gray and pretty windy in here, which if it's anything like it was yesterday, then it's really windy out there. So it doesn't look like it's going to get better by tomorrow afternoon. It's actually going to diminish slightly and then pick up again. And with what we were going through yesterday, that's too much to do that all day. So, trying to brainstorm for plan B. But we're still away from the dock, and if we were stuck here another day, that's not so bad. Well, Devlin found this little group of mussels here. And then we found, or Devlin found a shell from one, so you can see how big they get. It's very heavy. There's a whole little patch here, and there's actually some in here in the water still. I just touched They're pretty heavy. That would be a good dinner. But I said let's just leave them. We have lots of food on the boat. They've been here a long time, I bet. Not disturbed by anyone. Well, except for this boat. He's okay. Anyways, it's a lot of fun to find this stuff. And you could beachcomb and actually get dinner too. Not just find treasures. You could collect dinner. But next time.
Empty, so owner has vacated the premises. Yeah.
And what is it?
Or been eaten. Looks like a really cool urchin shell. And there's no message in here, but there's some pretty cool sea creatures living in this bottle, which is fully intact.
That's crazy, on these rocks.
On these rocks. This one was slightly buried.
Oh.
But there's some. Yeah. Neat finds.
Definitely.
This may become a Christmas tree ornament.
Tide's still going down, which is the best time to beachcomb. And finding a few interesting things. But a pretty good way to spend Sunday afternoon, I think.
Yeah, I wonder if if there was a little cannery here at some point.
Yeah.
And this was like the reduction.
Oh.
Reduction piece, but who knows?
It's big though. So we're back at the boat, and what did you think of our afternoon?
It was a great day. You know, the island doesn't look like much. We thought we'd go check out another little channel. Took a little while to get the dinghy started. Took on a little bit of water yesterday, perhaps. And then we did some exploring, circumnavigated the island before we went on it. The tide was going down, so just finds kept appearing. We found mussels and urchin shells, abalone shells, a few intact bottles. It was a bit blustery out there, but the boat didn't look like it was moving too much. We had to move the dinghy a few times, and I discovered that my patch job to my rain boots, one of them was unsuccessful. So, got a wet foot, but it's warm because I have full socks on.
And good thing I have extra boots.
And good thing there are extra boots on board, which I did know coming on, so that I figured that if there was an incident, then
backup boots.
I have backup boots. You never want wet feet for more than, 2 days in a row.
Yeah. The island, it's pretty small, but yeah, it is amazing what you find on there. I could probably spend another 6 hours on there exploring. And yeah, as the tide goes down, you find more stuff. Certainly an easy place to get lost and spend an afternoon.